separatist attack on one of the GCE writing centers leaves many injured. Plus, the University of Boya takes the bold step in entrepreneurship world as she is set to market her mineral water. UB Spring. Those were major stories. Good evening to you all. This is High Prime of Thursday, the 30th of May 2024. For presentation, I am attending Larry Kevin Sabot. We start off with this story from the Northwest region. The senior divisional officer for MESAM, More Emil Simon, has placed a ban or curfew on the circulation of motorbikes in a dawn-to-dusk curfew that he released recently.
Fine. Yes. Now for daytime, money to no day. We do work with for night in a place we know they repaint our song. We can about 4 song, trust song, fabshi. Now so we don't know the decision we will take them.
The decision affect me so much because one, before there's a crisis, we get ghost town them, numerous ghost town them. So if we feel very uneasy for we, or if your own family them, then at least sometimes for daytime, if we struggle for work until you say me and let me work additional time for night, so at least if you go house too, some small thing. Sometimes even for Sunday, if you go additional time, so at Monday too, me show have me chop. So the thing affect me too much. All they talk say wait, we don't get any hand for inside. We struggle for getting our own for chop. They don't know why they ever disturb all time. Anything they are talking that we disturb it. So all the thing I only buy. So this decision, so we will not be happy with them.
On both sides of the coin, the decision is viewed as having the good and the bad parts to the administration and local population.
We remain in Bamenda in the Northwest region, where 2 persons has died and 11 others are currently receiving medical attention at the Bamenda Regional Hospital after an IED device was detonated by 2 men on a commercial motorbike over there in Bamenda in a leisure sport. As a result, the owner of that set, Pierre Palo, accuses his competitors of jealousy, and as such, they are, according to him, they are the ones who masterminded this incident and not the separatists. More with a reporter on that. The Bamenda improvised explosive device that was detonated at a bar beside the Bamenda Regional Hospital has left several persons in shock, as this incident claimed the lives of 2 persons while leaving others with injuries. With some putting the blame on the Anglophone separatists, the bar owner on his part is of a different school of thought, as he indicates it is the handwork of competitors who are envious of his boom in his beer business.
Connect with separatists in another way. So I can't destroy the place, but not give me anything to do with them.
With its proximity to the Bamenda Regional Hospital, the victims were quickly rushed to the hospital for medical attention, though upon reaching, 1 person died.
Result, we had received 41 injuries. 1 person died on the spot and was taken straight to the morgue. Another serious case was taken to the theater but couldn't make it, so a total of 2 deaths.
With a total of 2 casualties recorded, the number of persons receiving medical attention at the Bamenda Regional Facility amounts to 11.
Then the socks are going off my foot, the socks just scatter.
I only realized that I have bleeding on my leg, my head, and almost part of my stomach here was bleeding. So that is how I find myself in the general hospital. So they worked on me in the night. I later went home.
As the excruciating pain amongst the victims, eyewitness accounts indicate 2 men on top of a motorbike dropped the set grenades that led to the explosion. These had now therefore led to the SDO for MESAM, who had put a curfew for dusk to dawn. On to this story regarding the writing phase of the GCE and baccalaureate examination in Cameroon. Many students who are writing in one of the most red zones in the northwest and southwest region are complaining of their inabilities in order for them to get in time on their various writing centers, and as such they are calling on all the stakeholders to make sure that they have a smooth writing phase during this GCE and baccalaureate examination for 2024. Alice Lekelienko was speaking to them as they explained their audios.
The General Certificate of Education commenced in Cameroon this May 28. Some students in the crisis region living in the red zones, though writing the exams, have expressed some challenges they face with regards to the time and the location of their respective halls.
If you want to ask a question like you don't know, the teachers will think you are a dull person. First of all, we're coming to find a hall as we know that there's too much population. It was so difficult for us to know where we were writing. And when we entered there, you want to ask a question to the teacher, like you are not seeing your center number. The teacher will think you are so dull, you don't know what you are doing. But we thank God that everything went well. Some of us are coming from where there's a lot of crisis. We are facing a lot of crisis. So if the GC can understand that, or the GC can understand that there are some people that will come late in the exam because of the crisis. I live in Munya, to have a taxi to come here in the morning. The worst is on, let me see, on Thursday and Thursday. To have a taxi is not possible. So the advice I have for the GC examination is that they should make sure they pity those who come late. It's not that they are the one doing it, but we are living in the crisis moment. Some of us we have days that we don't go to school. That's the reality of the life in Buya.
So before I look for my hall on time, I really see my hall. So I entered the hall when it was already 40 minutes remaining. So when I entered, I was like already giving up. But when I saw the first 5 questions, I was able to answer them.
The fact that these students beat the odds to come and write despite the risk involved, it is also very important for both their parents and the board to re-strategize in the upcoming years, ensuring that these children are able to make it on time and their safety as well.
Amazing reporting there. We move on to persistent power outages in most parts of Cameroon that is having a huge toll on students in these various towns and cities that they live in, as they say they cannot continue or cope with the rigorous power outages caused by Inyo and Sonatrol, respectively, in Cameroon. Business persons, too, are having a huge toll on that incident, as it is having a negative impact on their various businesses. More with our journalism student on internship, Pearl Njoya, who has more.
Constant power outage in the southwest region of Cameroon has been disadvantageous to inhabitants and students in particular, who make the most part of the region's population. Students in the town of Boya have decried this crisis, clearly stating the effects it has had on them.
The situation of is becoming alarming, especially in the university areas like Eti South. This is seriously affecting my education because at the time when I have to read, there's no light. At times, I have to go to the extent of using candles to read. In the 21st century, it's a disgrace to the country, it's a disgrace to our community. So it's a very bad situation that the government really needs to look into to see how to solve the problem.
Very important for students to study, to preserve food items, especially for those who use the fridge. And so the power outage has cost me a lot. I have food in the fridge, and then when the light goes off, we get to remove everything at once and prepare. And it gets bad along the way. Now let's go into the studying part. You come home and you have assignments to do. Your phone is low, your machine you have to use to type is so low that...
Able to go about their daily activities, students have named inabilities to meet with deadlines for assignments and decomposition of refrigerated food as negative effects of the power outage.
Well, as a student, for me, this on and off light has actually really affected me. Not in terms of my studies, but like in my day-to-day life. Food that is in the fridge is getting bad. And short perishable stuff which I have in the fridge is getting bad, and also most of my notes and documents on my laptop, and since the light is on and off, there's no way to charge the laptop, and to read is very difficult.
This power outage in Boya has not really affected me as a student Firstly, because I have a power bank, and when there is light seizure, I usually charge my phone with my power bank, and sometimes I usually use my phone to study when there is no light. And again, I'll try to encourage those who don't have power banks to get one. As a student, it is very good for you to have a power bank.
On the other hand, in a bid to curb the inconveniences of this power outage, students have resorted to getting themselves power banks and other power-saving electronics they advise the inhabitants to acquire in order to meet up with daily activities.
Moving on to the economic capital city of Douala in Cameroon, where most street and road junctions in the town of Douala is now animated by garbage heaps along major streets and road junctions in that part of the economic capital city of Cameroon. The case in point is the neighborhood of Anshoka Fahel, where individuals and inhabitants in that neighborhood are having a tough time with the stench emanating from those various garbage heaps, as Rita Mujoko visited some of those heaps and now comes back with this report.
Welcome to Ange Raphael neighborhood of Douala, precisely around the campus of the University of Douala, as the air is messy with the stench of rotten waste. Heaps of garbage continue extending to the major stretch of road, making it unbearable for residents and passerbys to navigate smoothly.
Ever present, we have repeatedly urged for the prompt removal of the garbage heap, but to no avail. Even after clearance, residents persist in dumping waste here. This issue demands collective action. The responsibility is on everyone to prevent this situation from worsening. While urbanization has reduced the visibility of sanitation authorities, it's ultimately the negligence of the population that perpetuates this problem.
Inhabitants in the area, including students, lament the irresponsible behavior of the local population that worsens the problem and exposes them to health risks.
The sight of scattered household waste is visibly repulsive. Personally, I am deeply unhappy, particularly with the nauseatic smell that oozes from this garbage.
The sad reality on ground is the fact that this isn't an isolated case, as similar garbage heaps animate different localities of Douala, causing traffic flow, posing health hazards, environmental degradation, and the community inhabitables.
You are watching High Prime, and we are beaming live from a new studio here in High Television. We move on to the University of Buea. In line with the Ministry of Higher Education vision to guarantee sustainability among state varsities, the University of Buea is buying that vision of President Paul Biya, as now they are being entrepreneurial after they promised the public for the unraveling of one of their products known as the UB Spring, which happens to be a mineral water produced by the students from the Department of Environmental Science of the Faculty of Science in the University of Buea. Cynthia Lato has more.
Before the end of 2024, the University of Buea plans to expand the production of its mineral water called UB Spring. The water project that started last year is under the auspices of the Faculty of Science.
The main objective of this endeavor is to produce potable water, bottled mineral water, which could be consumed by the university community and why not those beyond the periphery of the university. At this juncture, we are still at the level of the prototype, so we are still producing the water in our labs on campus.
Groundworks have begun to ensure the legalization of the activities. Project officials aim at supplying drinking water to the entire university community and beyond.
We are actually at the verge of expansion. So expansion with regards to acquiring equipment which we could use to do more or less large-scale production. So at this juncture, we're working parallel with the Ministry of Mines, with respect to getting an authorization. And on the other hand, we are also working towards, building a facility where we can carry out the production on campus.
Meanwhile, the market cost of the mineral water has been envisaged.
So we have some ideas, but But those are the ideas for now. There might be some changes which might positively affect the consumers when we are actually in the market. But for now, we are thinking of the 0.5 liters to be about 150 francs. The 1 liter, we are looking at 200 francs, and then the 1.5 liters, we are looking at either 250 or 300 francs.
The population has been assured of the quality of UB Springs, said to be void of any doubt as far as purification is concerned.
The source of this water is from a spring, which was actually consolidated by the university and developed by the university, so it's from the mountain. The university is actually the standard base for any level of acceptance in terms of quality. So we at the university, we carry out robust research, and then we now get into investments and stuff like that. So as far as purification is concerned, we are very, very sure of our purification method because we are using the best purification method, which is used by a lot of other companies that produce potable water in Cameroon and out of Cameroon.
The project is in line with the Ministry of Higher Education's move to guarantee the self-sustainability of state higher institutions.
Great initiative there taken by the University of Buea in order for them to be self-reliant. We move on to remain in the field of education, this time around basic education, where Royal Generation Nursery and Primary School Buea has graduated the 2024 batch of pupils from that primary school in the town of Buea, with a call for the said pupils to continue raising the banner of that institution higher, with the call coming from the proprietor of that school, Atlas Lekeliengu Ikome, sat through that graduation ceremony and now comes back with this following report.
It is the fourth graduation ceremony of Royal Generation Nursery and Primary School Bunduma Buea. The graduation ceremony matched with the end-of-year party took place this May 29 under the watchful eyes of the proprietor, Gilbert Ayangjim, who has great prospects for the school.
I'm really pleased with the performance of the kids today, and I'm really happy with the teachers. It's been a journey so far. Everything that has happened here is not just something that was just got up and decided, but it has been a work from a lot of diverse knowledge that we've put together. And also, like if you can see, we stand up to be one of the best schools, not only in which our infrastructure speaks volume for itself. This is a building of 1,300 capacity and completion. Classroom standard of 9 by 7. So we are working hard to make sure that we provide the children not just education but extracurricular activities that children will learn extra things apart from their studies.
The world is moving towards artificial intelligence, and Royal Generation Nursery and Primary School is starting from the base.
The education system in Cameroon, which baffles me also because sometimes students finish from University of Buea and they have to go and do 1 year of IT to acquaint themselves, but here at Royal Generation, we are making it in such a way that children from class 4 will be able to know how to use the internet, how to know to use browse and use other sites without any difficulties. So in that, we've got a lab IT section. At the moment, we've got 25 working laptops. I'm hoping, I've just sent some few from China, they're on their way coming. So by September, we'll be able to have at least 75 laptops in this campus, and we train IT specialists that will be helping the kids and the teachers as well, because we cannot just train the kids without the teachers having the knowledge about the things they are doing.
The school's result on the just proclaimed common entrance examination tells a lot about the school.
As far as Royal Generation is concerned, we don't clown when it comes to academic and studies. So that's why you see we are happy today, seeing that even in all the classes, all the children, they have made it in 100%, meaning that all the children are rounded. So we have nothing like a magic behind it. The success behind everything is just the teamwork, the team spirit, and the good leadership that I think I've offered to my various teachers. We have worked in a synergy, in a very common and a very open atmosphere that has encountered to the success of every bit of things that we do.
Royal Generation Nursery and Primary School makes the environment comfortable, both academically and physically, for both teachers and pupils.
So only a year of being in this school was like interesting. I've experienced so many things. I have great friends, and the teachers teach us well.
Thank the teachers for everything they have done. Sometimes I was not able to read very well. I was not understand most of the things, but I would try to write things on the paper to help to write the things on the paper to give the teachers if I know what I am doing or what I don't know.
The ceremony was graced with the award of prizes to teachers, pupils, and parents.
Students, 20.
Amazing graduation and end-of-year party there to those happy children. We remain still with primary education and graduation and end-of-year parties. This time around, 114 graduating pupils from St. Joan Nursery and Primary School, Great Support, Buea, has been urged to remain disciplined, focused in the way that they execute their various functions, precisely in education, as they will be getting into secondary schools. This call was made by the head teacher of that school, Aka Quinta, who urges the pupils to be assiduous towards the educational process of their life. We have details with Jabi Kitty.
It was a festive occasion as the St. Joan Nursery and Primary School Great Support sent off its 14th batch in a graduation ceremony that held on Tuesday, May 28 at the school premise. A milestone for the institution and the 114 graduates.
I am very, very happy today because my school scored 100% in both government common entrance, general and technical. All is A. And I almost had an honor roll. So I am so excited and so overwhelmed with joy. I am happy because of the way the teachers are doing their work. They are putting in their best, their entire effort to ensure that the students achieve their highest when it comes to their academics.
The pupils expressed their excitement through different activities as dance, music, drama, debate, and memory verses.
I am graduating from nursery 2. I am happy I am graduating today.
I'm celebrating my graduation today and I'm very happy.
St. Joan is the best school that I have ever attended. And if you attend that school, you will be successful.
The event was attended by pupils, parents, teachers, and other academic stakeholders.
St. Joan made me to try now to solve my very so I don't love St. Joan. They made me to get the happiest mother today.
As the pupils end these chapters of their lives to begin another, they are cautioned to maintain the values instilled in them.
Persevere, okay? For those who have excelled very highly, they should persevere. They should hold the bar very high and then remain what they have been.
The event ended with the award of prizes to meritorious students. As this school year comes to an end, St. Joan Nursery and Primary School, Buea, has opened its doors for the 2024-2025 academic year.
And congratulations goes to all the graduating pupils all across the nation. With that beautiful sound and sight of the primary school education, this is where we conclude today's newscast of High Prime of Thursday, the 20th.